With just over 3 months to go before Christmas, the Barbados Agricultural Society is already geared up for the occasion. Chief Executive Officer of the BAS, James Paul, says the island should be able to hold its own in milk and poultry production for the Yuletide period.
At the moment, milk production this year has not been what it should be. There have been some problems, largely occasioned by the difficulties that we experienced last year in terms of the weather on the coast. And what has happened really is that it's affected the birth cycle. So animals then are coming into production later in the year than normally accustomed. So we made production, but it should have been up. It is actually down at the moment. But we are hoping now that as calves are born at this point in time, that hopefully, we will be able to see some increase in production. In respect to pork, I don't anticipate any difficulties when it comes to pork generally. And poultry has been holding its own.
Mr. Paul says it's a wait-and-see attitude that has to be adopted as far as vegetables are concerned. He says that's because the heavy rains have prevented many farmers from getting their fields ready for cultivation.
Because of the rains that we're experiencing at the moment, the farmers have not been able to prepare their fields properly. So lands that really should be going into cultivation, because of the difficulty of getting equipment into the grounds, this really is going to basically cause a decline in the amount of acreage that is actually under cultivation. But what we are hoping for, if we can get at least a week of clear sunshine around this time, hopefully we should be able to get some lands cultivated and actually increase the acreage. But a lot of that has to do with the weather, and that is what we're hoping for. We're hoping for good weather.
Professor Emeritus and Consultant Clinical Pharmacologist Henry Fraser says salt is extremely dangerous and hypertension sufferers should stay as far away from it as possible. He says there are some people who are still spreading propaganda that salt is not harmful when the evidence is there.
There are spin doctors out there denying the facts and all the scientific evidence with powerful pens and vociferous voices misinterpreting the evidence and saying salt is okay, have as much as you like. We know it's not okay. It's key to the problem. And our Dr. Connell and Dr. Cohall are involved in important research in Barbados on high blood pressure and how our people react and handle salt.
Professor Fraser was speaking during a lecture hosted by the Barbados Drug Service on the management of hypertension in Barbados at Solidarity House last night. He says research has also shown that a glass of red wine occasionally is good for people suffering with cardiovascular disease.
I'm not telling you, if you've never drunk in your life, to go out there and start boozing. But I am saying to you that if you enjoy a little drink, then a glass of red wine has actually been shown to improve your cardiovascular health and to make people live a little bit longer. So most evenings I enjoy a little glass of red wine.
The HIV/AIDS Food Bank is appealing for more donations from the public. Manager Donna Barker made that plea after it received various canned items and toiletries from the Barbados Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. The association represents life underwriters who are engaged in the sale of the products of life insurance and financial services. The presentation was made during the organization's monthly meeting at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center. Ms. Barker says about 60 HIV/AIDS patients access the food bank daily, and sometimes the cupboard is bare.
We want persons to also give regularly and not think that it's a particular time of year we need stuff. We give it out every week, so we want persons to continue to give to the food bank every month, because we could use up about $10,000 a month in foodstuff and toiletries given out to clients, along with other donations of food that actually comes in. It just goes. Because you have persons living with HIV who are unemployed, or some are what we call underemployed, where they're employed but maybe 1 or 2 days a week, and they have children to support or a spouse. So we need this stuff coming in all the time.
Barefa also made a cash donation to Rashonte Parsons, who had her arms and legs amputated after being stricken with severe case of sickle cell. Secretary of the group, Sandra Downs, says they are happy to support worthwhile causes, especially the food bank.
The food drive started just about 2 weeks ago via email. We sent an email to our advisors asking them to donate canned stuff The reason why we chose the HIV Food Bank is because I would have heard previously from Ms. Barker that the food bank is low at this time, and we thought that it's high time that the insurance industry get out there in the community and begin to give back and to continue showing the community at large that we are here, we are present, and we care about Barbadians in general.
A veteran actress believes drama in Barbados is becoming obsolete. Norma Walcott, who plays the character Pearlie in the popular Bajan Bus Stop series, says this is so because there are very few performing arts facilities on the island. She was speaking during a rehearsal session at the Ann Hill School for an upcoming drama production entitled Soft Dumplings in My Rice. It will come off on Saturday, September the 24th and Sunday the 25th at the St. Michael's School. Ms. Walcott says there are several Barbadians who possess a raw talent in acting, but there is no place to further develop those skills.
A lot of reasons could be that we have no proper place to do drama productions these days. And I'm hoping that sooner or later the government will find a place for us so that it would make it easier for people like us to do these dramatic performances.
Member of Parliament for St. Michael Southeast, Hamilton Lashley, says the time has come to have acting classes in schools.
I think the time has come where it's critically important that the actors and actresses across Barbados be now enrolled within the school programming in terms of having those retired artists who have practiced their craft over many years, to put them back into the school setting and really develop the art form of drama